The matriarch Bach Manhume and her family are introduced to us on a cliff in the first episode of the Atypical family. None of her family members seem to follow her bizarre commands to fly, travel back in time, or do anything else. The family formerly possessed superpowers, but we learn later in the episode that they have all but lost them because of illnesses linked to their way of life. Bach Manhume, who once had visions of the future, is now experiencing sleeplessness. Her daughter Bach Dong-hee, who was formerly able to fly, is now unable to move quickly at all due to weight gain. When his wife passed away 7 years ago, Bach Gwi-ju, the son of Manhume, was able to travel back in time and revisit his happiest memories. However, he is now despondent and unable to do so. The 13-year-old daughter of Gwi-ju doesn't appear to possess any special abilities, and Manhume's spouse is a regular guy. Gwi-ju falls into the water while standing on the cliff, and Do-dae, a woman, saves him just in time. Manhume is renowned for being a challenging client, while Dae is a new masseuse in an upscale spa. When no one wants to help Dae, she offers her services. Because of her exceptional skill, Manhume, who suffers from insomnia, not only enjoys her services but also nods off during the session. She requests that Dae come to her house for a home service after being impressed by her abilities and recognizing Dae from the beach. When Dae eventually does, she is shocked to find the opulent Bach estate. Dae meets Gwi-ju there, a man who is essentially an alcoholic who drinks all day. Dae purposefully knocks his wine bottle to gain Manhume's favor when she cleans up the damage. Later on, she makes herbal tea and surreptitiously adds an unidentified powder to it. In the course of her massage, Dae shares that she was married twice. The first time around, her spouse had cheated on her, and the second marriage ended with him abusing her. Her parents had retired. Manhume informs her of Gwi-ju's late wife and his inability to move on from her. Later, after sipping the tea, Manhume soon nods off, and Dae returns home to a bathhouse where she addresses someone as mom. Manhume informs her husband that she saw Dae in a dream while wearing their family ring and that she plans to arrange for Dae to wed Gwi-ju after she wakes up. It is evident that Gwi-ju's connection with his daughter has been strained ever since his wife passed away. His daughter Bach Ina regrets bringing her parents' tragedy to their attention. The Bach family's gym receives an application from a well-known fitness instructor the following day, and later on, Manhume invites Dae to Ina's birthday. After lunch, the family and Dae realize that Manhume is attempting to set her and Gwi-ju up, while Ina stays in a room playing a video game non-stop. This infuriates Gwi-ju, who then opens up about his dysfunctional family. He has a shy teenage daughter and a cruel sister-in-law who tried her hand at several different jobs before getting let go from each one. The family now searches for Ina. When Seung-gu, the spouse of Manhume, goes in search of Ina, he succeeds in getting her to come down for the seaweed birthday soup, but not before she hears her father and grandmother arguing over her father's alleged suicide attempt. Following this conversation, Manhume passes out, and Dae and Ina are taken to the hospital by her relatives. She cooks the rice and reheats the soup for her. Ina is wary of her because she witnessed Dae putting powder in her grandmother's tea. Ina finishes her food after Dae explains that it was licorice extract. She informs Dae of the truth about her family's abilities and issues a warning about them. In the meantime, we learn that today is not only Ina's birthday but also her mother's death anniversary. As a result, Gwi-ju ends up in the columbarium. We learn that he survived an automobile accident in which his wife perished. When Gwi-ju comes back, Dae is cleaning up the kitchen, and she tells him she saw him on the beach that day. It is revealed that when the child's teddy bear began to drown, Gwi-ju was attempting to save him. She had told Ina earlier on that her father did not plunge into the ocean in order to perish. Her insights intrigued Gwi-ju. It is discovered that Dahae's family is a scammer back home. Her sister is the well-known fitness teacher who paid the Bach family a visit, and her mother owns a bathhouse. She has an uncle as well. They have a bad reputation for ensnaring affluent men, getting Dahae to marry them, and then subsequently divorcing them for fictitious reasons. They mock the superpowers of the Bach family, and Dahae admits that she has someone else to impress in addition to Man-Hyum, Aina. Man-Hyum is irritated by her insomnia since we discover that she can see into the future and win lotteries or gamble in the appropriate stocks, which is how she is able to have such big money. Subsequently, it is revealed that Aina and his wife were in the car when the accident occurred and that Ju had gone to save someone. Aina's 6-year-old eye shines brilliantly, and her mother is killed when the automobile plunges down the cliff. After his travels, Ju finds himself stuck in the wrecked car with his wife dead next to him. The Atypical family's first episode starts off in an intriguing way. We discover ourselves to be fascinated about a great many things. Aina appears to possess an enigmatic ability that neither she nor her relatives are aware of. Furthermore, there might be more to her mother's death than we first thought. Dahae sensed something wasn't quite right, but the way the show is edited has us wondering until the very end. She portrays a sweet yet frail woman with precise acting, proving that she is a talented performer. We're excited to see how she gets along with the Bachs. With its distinct storyline and cast of characters, The Atypical Family currently has the potential to be one of the most watched K-dramas over the weekend. So keep an eye out.